everyone, it's Pam here with Tattered Paper and Lace once again, and we are back with another Margarete Miller collage challenge. You can see I've got some shadows going on. That's not a good thing. Let's see if I can adjust. I'm having the hardest time. I cannot get my lights to do exactly like I want them to do. Okay, that's a little bit better. So it makes a shadow over here though, right here. Let's see. I'm always trying to adjust these lights. It's a chore. That might be a little bit better. Okay, well anyway, I lighten them up a little bit when I excuse me, before I download. But anyway, we are now on week 13. And so on this week, we need illustration from a children's book, something that someone has given you, a piece of handwritten correspondence, a pattern with repeating shapes, a statue, and a decorative border from a card or invitation. So 2 of these things are, actually one of them, I think 3 things are wrapped up in it. Maybe 2 things. At least 2 of these things are on 2 of the items. Because, well, you know, I'm working on my little small, tiny 4-inch circle here. And as always, I have my background done. So this was the statue I thought I would use first. And use these. This is from a children's book, and you know, and to look like they were entering a museum or something. And this is my decorative border from a greeting card. I meant to have the card out. I cut this from, and I put it away already, so I apologize. So you could see what it looked like, but I didn't like the way this interfered. I just didn't like that. So then I came across this image. So let me get her out. And I came across this image here, and I could put him all the way up. I could put them here, and that would make them be like they were coming in to watch this. And so I may do that. But then I was thinking about this more, and I thought, well, I've got these ladies on, this little girl and her mother on steps. And I thought if I cut out the steps, except for this part right in the center, then I could, because here's the entrance of this, and I can make it look sort of like a sidewalk. Like this middle part is like they're fixing to get on the sidewalk to go up there. But I don't like this. So I took some ink and I colored some more paper. This I'll show you if I can show you. This along here, all from right, that straight line up, was already grass on this picture. This came from a travel magazine, Road Scholar, I believe it is. And then I took some more of the same newsprint and used some more of the same ink that I colored the bottom of this with to then color more of this, because that way I can cover up as much as I need to. And I thought that would blend in well enough. So I am going to go ahead and glue these pieces on the bottom of this. So this is going to be my statue. So we'll get that piece down. Like, I'm going to do it along the edge of this as well. So I have this old ink pad that's I don't know, olive, I think it's olive or something. That was the perfect color for this grass on this image. So I was just able to color some more of this newsprint to sort of make it look like it all blended in together, and it was you know, maybe some shrubbery, maybe, you know, shadow. Anyway, just something that I could then make this grass section be longer. And I think it blends in nicely. So we're going to go with that. And I'm out of camera. Let me get into frame here. See, part of my problem with getting in the frame is my camera is low down. So I can see through the camera, and I do it with my phone. So I can see through it instead of under it. Because then I can at least look to see if I think to look, I can look to see if I'm in frame. And I'm not in frame, but I have to have it close enough to me so I could see it. Okay, that'll work. Let's just do it like that. Anyway, okay, why is there some, I think that's going to get covered up, so it won't matter. There. Now that's so I could put this all the way at the bottom and still have this all the way at the top. This is going to cover up part of it like this. And I have this border had this line, so this was a floral border inside a line that you could see part of the frame of it and part of a knot. So that's on there, but that also helps me guide what actually is straight up and down for this this piece. So I think, whoops, I think this is where I want this piece to go, right here, like that. And then instead of keeping the whole set of steps, I'm going to cut out here and in between her legs, and maybe even up to there, or maybe there. We'll start with it down here. Now I'm going to have to raise you up a little bit because I can't see it. I have to see, I can't do it through the camera, you know, that's like not happening. I don't know if I want to keep this little shadow. There's a little shadow right there. I don't know if I want to keep that. I don't think I do. Let's just not do that. So let's cut around her. Like that. I got these turned upside down so that we don't see those steps yet. And then I'm going to go around here and cut this part out in the middle. Here, like that. I'm going to leave this part for now. And I'm going to go ahead and cut. No, let's just leave that for now. This, the whole lady, the lady's legs are going to get covered by my decorative border here. So let's just put this on here and see. And I thought it could look like, uh-oh, I didn't get this cut close enough right here. I thought it would look like, if I did it toward the entrance here. Let me do this. This is going to go on here. There we go. And if I did it, this goes on around here. And if I did it up to what sort of looks like the entrance, and it might not even matter. I might just cut out. Here's my little thing here. Let's see how that looks. You know what? I'm going to cut it all out. So I'm going to cut the whole steps out. So in other words, I'm cutting the lady and her child out all together. No steps involved. Her leg is going to get cut off mostly. Maybe completely. So we'll get this cut off. So I am again filming a few weeks early. I have my water over here just in case I need to have a drink, because I've been coughing a little bit. And I've been coughing when I don't really need to, there's just a little tickle in my throat, which again, I think is allergies. I didn't used to have any allergy problems, and now I do. That's what happens when we get older. Okay, so there is that bit. So on this other statue, it was going to have to go in pretty far to in behind that border to make it work, and it just was, I don't know, looking all crammed in, and the color of that statue, this statue was the same, basically the same color, and she was have to go all up in there so that I had room. And then I came across, looking for something else, I came across this statue that I am using. I hope I'm getting that right. Yeah, close enough. Okay, let's get those little pieces out of the way. Let's put, so she was too close to the color of this, and she was going to have to go underneath all of this to leave room for the other people. So that one just didn't work. When I found this one, I thought that looks more like that's something that would work. And let me turn this straight. Let's get this down there, and then they are going to go in here. It's like that. Move this over a little bit like that. And I want this to look like they are walking toward this building with the statue. And I'm going to move that over a little bit like that. And that is pretty much what it's going to look like. Just like that, I believe. Yep, I think so. Okay, so let's get, I probably should do this with a glue stick. It should hold this in just newspaper print, but it's also thin newspaper print, so I don't know how well it will do with my glue stick. I hope I don't tear it. That is always a fear with glue stick, and me, I don't like using glue stick. We don't get along. Me and glue stick do not get along, but we're going to try it. And that's so far so good. It's this top part I'm really more worried about, that it will tear. Okay. I think I got it pretty good. So I know that I want it to be straight on this, and I want it to come here and up there. Like that. I think that's it. I hope so. It's going to have to be, because it's down now. Oop, 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 oop. Okay, now, I shouldn't have done it all over, should I? Oh well, it's okay. So I'm filming early, and so I am filming, this is March the 13th. I'm just going to cut this off right here. March the, let's see. I think the 11th was Wednesday. 12th, 13th, maybe 14th. I don't know what it is. That's sad. I don't know what the date is. It's 13th or 14th. It's a Saturday. So I am on week 13. So this is, because I think, let me get my little roller. Because I think this week we're on 10 or 11. Maybe, I can't remember, maybe 11. See, I'm about a month ahead. But anyway, today, whatever today is, which I think is the 14th, I want to say. 15, no, 14, 15. No, it is the 15th. 15, Sunday would be 16, 17, 18, 19. Sunday, Monday, yeah, because my brother's birthday is next Wednesday, and that will be the 19th. So this is the 15th then, I think, is correct. But today we're going to have wind. We have a wind advisory starting now, which it is noon. So we have a wind advisory until 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That'll be 16th, yeah, until tomorrow afternoon. We have a wind advisory because we are supposed to have a horrific storm coming this evening. So by the time you're actually seeing this video, that storm will have already come and gone, and we'll already know what the damage is. But just, we're going to be in a storm. So that's the downfall of doing these early. If I want to tell you what's going on with me, because I'm not gonna do this one with I'm gonna do this one with glue, because I'm afraid it'll tear. But anyway, so you will know the outcome, because I will tell you. Although I'm going to be doing 3 videos today, all of the Margarete Millers, because I'm ahead, and I try to stay ahead because sometimes I can't get to it. And if I'm ahead, then I don't get panicked. When I get panicked is when I can't come up with anything. This one did take me a little while, and it's not really one of my favorites, but it's all right. I am enjoying doing these, but I have found that I don't like the results as much on these round ones. They're okay, but I don't think I like the results as much. Then we're going to put this just like this over toward the edge, and then I will cut off the excess. Okay, I think it should go like that. And that just blends in with the grass here. And I like it. And then we'll go over the prompts, and you'll see what I'm talking about as far as two of the prompts cover 2 of the items needed to complete, that you were supposed to use to complete this collage. And I'll show you, tell you what that is. So a week from today is like what I said, the 16th, 15th. So a week from today is my great niece's wedding. So it is a week from this Saturday. And we'll be going to that. It's not far from our home, so that's kind of nice that her venue is not far from our home. So that is okay. That's good. Let's cut this off. It's card, so it's heavy. There. I have the trash can right behind me, so it works out well. Now I've got my little sanding tool here. Let's take this and roll over everything. This is a seam roller. I think I've told everyone that's a seam roller for wallpaper. I used to be in the wallpaper business. I did hang it for a while, but for most of my career, I sold it to retail stores and interior designers and architects and paint stores and, you know, people who carried wallpaper. Okay, then I'm going to take it and do this because it leaves a little, like a little ridge, and I don't like that. There we go, and then, there we go, and then I'm going to ink around it just a little bit, as always. And then this is the frayed burlap, and I really just want to, so the edges aren't white. Okay, there we are. Now, while I've got this out, let me ink around. Yeah, we're on week 13. Yeah, ink around that while I've got this out. This goes on the back, and I've been contemplating how I want to make a little holder for these, because in the box that I have them in at the moment, they it's a square bottom regular little box, and they shift around enough. Let's see if I can get that out, show you. So I have them in this box, and so they shift around. So I like for them to stay straight. So I'm thinking about making a box that's rounded on the inside so that they'll sit in there better. And I may not ever do that. I also thought about taking them and cutting off a straight edge, only, you know, just a little bit, like, so that I could use my bind it all and bind them together like a little book. But I think that's going to be too thick and it'll do alligator, and so I probably will not try to do that. I've been thinking about it though. Been thinking about the different things I could use. Okay, let's go over the prompts. Let's get all the miscellaneous stuff out of the way, and I'll bring it in so that you can see everything better. So we need an illustration from a children's book, and that would be this mother and daughter. Is from a illustration from a children's book. I don't know how old the book is, but based on the pictures, the illustrations that was in this book, because I just have the book block now at this point in time, just based on the coloring, because it was only 2 colors, the red and the gray. I would say it's probably 1940s, early 40s maybe. You can tell from the artwork and the colors they used. And this was a children's reader. Okay, so that is the illustration from a children's book. Something that someone has given you. The background was a friend of mine's mother had to go into a nursing home, and she had saved a whole bunch of cards that a friend of hers had handmade and given to her, and every one of them had this beautiful handwriting, written rather largely. So I used one of those, so that was given to me, but that also is a piece of handwritten correspondence, because this lady that would send her mother the cards would always write her little letter, quote unquote letter. She'd write a little correspondence in there. So that's going to also be my handwritten correspondence. And someone has given me this. Then a pattern with repeating shapes in this floral border. I will point it out to you. There is these 3 fan-shaped flowers right here. I'm calling that the repeating pattern or repeating shapes. And this is also a decorative border from a card or an invitation. And this was from a greeting card. My mother kept every greeting card I think she had ever gotten. And so I kept a bunch of them because they looked like they would be something I could, I'm going to pull that out just a touch. Look like they could be something that I could use. And this one turned out to be something I could use. So that's the decorative border. And then right here is our statue. So that is my collage for week 13. I do like this one. It turned out, you know, after deliberation on the statue to use. I was glad I came across this. So this is, I guess we could call it famous. I don't know, because when I cut this out, I get these travel magazines and I cut out the things I think I can use, and I don't keep the title of what it is or where it's from. So I don't know where this is from, where you would go to see this, because it was just in my stash. So anyway, so that is my collage for this week. My card border has a little gold outline, which looks nice. And I thought about doing some gold rub and buff all around, rub and buff stuff, sort. It's not really rub and buff that I have, and make a gold border around this because of that. And I might do that. I'm not going to do it on camera, but I might do that. So that's my week 13. So I thank you for coming along. I hope you are enjoying my coaster collages. Like I said, I'm enjoying doing them. I'm not finding that too many of them are my favorites, but unlike when I do it on a substrate that's rectangle or square or whatever. And I don't know why, because I love a round shape, but it's interesting. Nonetheless, you should try it. I know some people do the ATC coins, the art trading coins, which are a 2-inch circle. So this is just like a larger version. Anyway, so I appreciate you coming along. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you are enjoying my collage coasters, also or coaster collages. And I want to thank those of you who come and comment every week. I appreciate it very, very much. And if you haven't commented, think about commenting and let me know what you think. Please hit the like button and the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you will get further videos from me, and you'll see what other collages I come up with for the rest of the 52-week challenge. So thank you for coming along, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.